Good evening, sir. This is my report topic about the Commonwealth of the Philippines. The Commonwealth of the Philippines administered the Philippines from 1935 until 1946. Aside from a period of exile in 1942 to 1945, when Japan occupied the country, it replaced the insular government, a U.S. territorial government, and was established by the Tidings McDuffie Act. The Commonwealth was designed as transitional administration and it prepared the country for independence. During its more than a decade of existence, the Commonwealth had a strong executive and as a Supreme Court. Its legislature, dominated by the Nacionalista Party, was at first unicameral but later became in 1937 the government selected Tagalog, the language of Manila and its surrounding provinces, as the basis of the national language, although it would be many years before its usage because general women's suffrage was adopted and the economy recovered to its pre-depression level before the Japanese occupation in 1942. The National Rice and Corn Corporation, or NARIC, of 1936 established the price of rice and corn that helped the poor tenants as well as consumers. The Commonwealth government went into exile from 1942 to 1945 when the Philippines was under Japanese occupation in 1946. The Commonwealth ended and the Philippines became an independent republic as provided for in Article 18 of the 1935 Constitution. The Japanese occupation of the Philippines. The invasion of the Philippines started on 18 December 1941, 10 hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor. As at Pearl Harbor, American aircraft were severely damaged in the initial Japanese attack, lacking air cover. The American Asiatic Fleet in the Philippines withdrew to Java on 12 December 1941. General Douglas MacArthur was ordered out, leaving his men at Corregidor on the night of the 11th March 1942 for Australia. 40,000 kilometers away, the 76,000 starving and sick American and Filipino defenders in Bataan surrendered on 9 April 1942 and were forced to endure the infamous Bataan Death March, on which 7,000 to 10,000 died or were murdered. The 13,000 survivors on Corregidor surrendered on 6 May. The problems of land tenure in the Philippines remained even after the Philippine independence in 1946. To address the problem of the Philippines, Congress revised the tenancy law. And that's all, sir. Thank you.